want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you war, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit her, live in the moon, and I'm smart in computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. 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 I am harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. ago, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Drops it off for Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. 80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They run for it with Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and this Browns defense stands tall. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 more on that one and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
To throw is Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Finding Njoku along the sideline. Oh, 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down. Here's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This goes out wide from Nixon. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The final shot before the break. Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be fourth down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow flush to his right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. A give running right is Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow goes right back to Smith again. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson buying time to his left. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. On third down, Burrow. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. To throw, Watson rolling to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now Watson gets this to Moore, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Steps away. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the